Hey guys, welcome to another day, Camp House Barbecue Company. Hey guys, I know I've been a little, distant a little bit this past week or so. I've been busy here at the house. We're putting up a new fence. We put up a new gate. We put up some latches. Finishing up our fence work out here. We had some people around the area not respecting other people's property. So we're doing what we can to protect our property and stuff like that. So we've been busy with that. But without further ado, we're here. We're back again. Today I'm gonna be doing that goat that I talked about in the hot seat from CJ. So that goat finally met his time, and today we're gonna be doing it's called a South Texas delicacy for us. You don't get it very often. It's Fritada De Cabrito, which is it's like a stew of goat, but you use everything from the rooter to the tutor. On that goat, we used everything on this cook. We used all the meat. I deboned the meat. We used the liver, kidneys, lungs, the bofe, you call it. It's like a net that's around the intestines, and we use that, and then I pulled some of the small intestines out. So I'm gonna spare y'all all the gruesome stuff because I didn't know how that would react, but we will pick up. And we also use the blood. So the way we harvest them, we drain the blood from that goat, and then we start, the blood, we use that as a gravy thickener at the end or at the middle of the cook. So total cook time I think was about 3 hours, but I crammed it all into a 10-minute video or so. So I hope y'all enjoy it, and let's get started. A tirar botes, no hay más, guys. All right, guys. So at this point, we add a little salt to our blood. That way, it doesn't coagulate much on us for the beginning. All right, guys. Here we have our goat. He was probably about a 60-pounder, already cleaned out. At this point, I got the spine, and I'm just cutting it into chunks, the whole spine, so I can put it into our stock pot. That way, that bone gives it a extra flavor with the marrow and all that in it. So at this point, we're just chopping up the spine into pieces, into chunks to put it in our pot. All right, guys, so here we are deboning our shoulder, our ribs, and our hindquarters. So we're just gonna debone it all out and then cut it into chunks later on in the video. But right now I'm just gonna debone all the bigger pieces of the goat, which is the shoulder and the ham and the ribs. I'll cut them into little sections after a bit. Alright guys, rookie move here. I forgot to hit record while I was chopping up all the other stuff we got. So here what I did, we chopped up our liver, our lungs, our kidneys, and our heart, and of course we got that small intestines right there. I pulled off, you know, quite a bit of small intestines also, because you chop those up and then they go into your stock pot as well with the root. So at this point, you just set it on, like I said, I got a regular pot. Just set it on your stove at high temp to try to get it to start boiling. Add water. Your main first ingredient is basically just salt, just to get it going. And normally I put all the bigger pieces of meat first, due to the fact that they take a little longer to cook during the cooking process. So I'll go ahead and I'll run those for a little bit, and then I'll come back and add the rest in after a while. I did also went ahead, we got San Antonio's Best, might as well put it in there, and it's got some good flavors behind it. We added some Crawford's SA to the beginning of the boiling pot. I mean, it's got your garlic, it's got your good flavor combinations for a base. So we went ahead and added a little of that to the beginning of the cook process. Now we're just gonna let it start boiling for a little bit, and we'll come back and add in our other stuff. All right, guys, so at this point, I've already got my meat on there, probably, I'm gonna say 45 minutes or so. I'm gonna go ahead and add my liver, my lungs, my bullfit, my small intestines, kidneys, and all that stuff to the pot, and let them start cooking down together and releasing some of the goodness, earthy flavor that they release. So we'll go ahead and add all that in and let it roll. Alright guys, so once you got those all that stuff in there, you remember that blood I got at the beginning of the video. So what I normally do, I add all that blood into a Ziploc bag, and once I get that pot hot enough with that boiling water, I add my Ziploc bag with the blood in there and let it cook in there together. That way it doesn't get all crazy on you. So we let it cook in the Ziploc bag, and then we'll check back once we do that roux with the blood. All right, guys, so once my blood is cooked, you can tell, it all coagulates together. It cooks, pretty good. You can see it cooking in that bag. I like to add about 2 or 3 cups of that broth from the stock pot where we're cooking our meat. Just add 2 or 3 cups. That'll get you to the consistency that you want. You can do it a little bit more runnier, a little thicker, but like I said, I like to add 2 to 3 cups and then blend it all together. Once I got it blended together, I will add it back to my stock pot. And once you mix your blood into your stock, that you got it all, cooked in there, or not cooked in there, but you got it incorporated into your meat. Let it simmer for about another hour, or to when you could see that your meat is real tender. Everything broke down. You could tell all the ribs, the ribs are a little tougher than meat. Once those break down, you should be good to go to serve and plate. Normally I'll let it braise, I'll bring it back to a rolling boil and then reduce it back down to a simmer and just let it simmer for about an hour or so, and you should be good. All right, guys, so we've got it done. We're gonna plate it up. Look at that. Oh man, all that meat has fall off the bone tender. That roux came out great. We didn't have no taste testing video. After all, we had my dad come over, my buddy come over, a couple of compadres of my dad's came over to eat. Like I said, it's a delicacy. But man, it came out awesome. Great flavors, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Y a tirar botes, no hay más.